Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. Make your foot the foot that counts. Scales of justice, tipped by time and tide. Where liberty and bondage often collide. From Plessy's shame to Loving's integration fight. The court has pinned wrongs on many rights. The ruling. Trump vs. United States Certiorari to the United States Court of Appeals 4th District of Columbia Circuit No. 23 to 939. Argued April 25, 2024, decided July 1, 2024. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that a former president has absolute legal immunity for core constitutional powers and a presumption of immunity for official acts. This ruling was in response to Trump's claim of immunity from prosecution for his alleged role in the January 6 Capitol attack. Implications. The ruling distinguishes between core constitutional powers, official acts, and unofficial acts. Some parts of the indictment against Trump, particularly those involving interactions with DOJ officials, are to be excluded under official acts. Questions about Trump's interactions with Vice President Pence. Interaction are official acts. State election officials and private actors are left for the lower court to decide. The judicial process. The case now returns to the lower court, Judge Tanya Chutkan, for further consideration. Her judicial decisions show she can delineate between what are official acts and unofficial acts, which for the ordinary people are delineated and adjudicated daily. This decision will cause many delays for these cases to move forward to trial, and that potentially reshape these cases against Trump. Political context. The timing of the decision, coming in an election year, after a significant delay, has been noted as potentially beneficial to Trump's campaign. Trump is likely to claim this as a major victory. Broader impact. This ruling sets a precedent for how former presidents can be held accountable for actions taken while in office. It raises questions about the balance between presidential immunity and the law of the land. The decision reflects the complex nature of presidential powers and immunities, and its full impact may not be clear for some time. It's important to note that while granting some immunity, the court did not completely shield former presidents from prosecution, leaving room for legal action in certain circumstances. This ruling will likely have significant implications not just for the current cases against Trump, but also for future understandings of presidential accountability and the limits of executive power. The concept of equal rights in America has been a constantly evolving and contentious issue, with its definition and application varying significantly based on historical context, societal norms, and the composition of the Supreme Court. The question of for whom these rights apply has been particularly problematic throughout U.S. history. Historical evolution of equal rights. Founding Fathers, late 18th century. All men are created equal in the Declaration of Independence. Initially applied primarily to white, property-owning males. Post-Civil War era, late 19th century. 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments expanded rights to black men. Women still excluded from many rights, including voting. 20th century. Women's suffrage, 19th Amendment, 1920. Civil rights movement of the 1950s-60s. Expansion of rights for various minority groups. Supreme Court's role in defining equal rights. Ongoing debates. Reproductive rights. Affirmative action cases. Voting rights cases. Ongoing controversies post-Dobbs decision. The question: what is equal rights and for whom? remains a central and contentious issue in American society and law. The Supreme Court's role in interpreting and applying the concept of equal rights has been pivotal, but also inconsistent and sometimes restrictive. However, the expansion of rights has often been met with resistance, leading to a cyclical pattern of progress and backlash. In chambers hushed, where history is made, the promises of justice is weighed and swayed. A constant note of U.S.'s soul. This time the story still unfolds. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.